So if you don't know, Sheng, I'm surprised. You don't know.
I'm asking you questions. My role here is to ask a question and moderate the program.
In the memo that El-Rufai wrote to the president, he wrote it there. The political exclusion of the Southeast.
Is that the only instance you think that when you say...
I'm telling you that this is known by everybody. It's known by APC. If El-Rufai is even in NCP. El-Rufai is not in NCP now. You will say I'm calling my party people. I'm calling APC bank, who has told you that the South is political in writing.
You heard what Chief Bodeja says about the APC. Do you think the party is a failure, just like he said?
Is it not clear? What index do you want to use? If you use corruption, the party is a failure. That's anti-corruption. If you use security, the party is a failure. If you use the economy, the party is a catastrophic failure.
Security, with what we saw in the Northeast?
What did you see?
The war against Boko Haram?
When was how many weeks ago did they overrun the forward operations base in Dambo? Is it not a few days ago that the Chief of Army Staff gave ultimatum to his men to capture Shekau? 2 years down the road, where is your success? Headsmen, do you live in Nigeria? If you live in Nigeria, you cannot give APC 9%. 9%. You cannot. APC has scored something like 3%.
Really?
In governance. Let's use the indices now. Which index are you using?
You give us. I mean, you are the opposition party.
No.
So you tell us.
The economy, for example. We know we say we're in a recession. But go and check the technical definition of a recession. This is not a recession. This is a stagflation. In 13 months, the APC ran the economy into a recession. In the succeeding 11 months, they ran it into a stagflation. If that is good performance for you, I'll be shocked. So it's very clear. The indices are clear. These are not my indices. These are not NCP indices. The APC said it has 3 priorities. Anti-corruption. The corruption now is 1,000 times higher than PDP corruption.
Really?
Oh, yes. Let me give you one index.
How do you mean?
Very good. The APC said they spent $2.6 billion on IDPs. The mass media, including you, reported that IDPs have been dying of malnutrition. If you divide $2.6 billion by 400,000 total number of IDPs in all the camps, you will get 200,000 naira per IDP per month. Those are the people dying of malnutrition. What corruption can be worse than that?
Let's get Ayo Yalawa, who is a member of the APC here. You heard what Mr. Martins Onovo said, and again, it brings to question the issue of the internal politics of your party. First and foremost, the party has not had any national convention in 2 years. It does point to something. Maybe there is a leadership crisis within your party, Ayo.
Well, I don't know that man. I think he will do well if he and his party can start doing politics on ground rather than always coming to channels and getting very worked up and unnecessarily angry. You see, APC is not the reason why his charade that he called national conference or whatever they say they had, in wherever they had it. Nobody knew about it. Except when it comes on channel to get angry, I've never had anything tangible from his party. So, you see, that is the problem we have with opposition. Opposition thinks it's just coming on channels, TV to come and get angry, or like the ones of the PDP.
If you go straight to the issues now, so that we don't deal with personal attacks, if you go straight to the issue so that we don't stay on personal attacks, it will do help us, because we're talking to millions of Nigerians who are expecting us to talk about the issues. The question is, your party, the APC, has not had a convention in 2 years, a national convention. By law and the statutes of your own party, it mandates the party to have at least one convention in less than in about 2 years. Does it point to the fact that your party is in a deep leadership crisis?
Seun, I'm sure you had clearly in the news just about a few days ago, the convention of our party has been slightly moved forward because of the absence of the president, which is out of respect. So I don't know what the issue is about. I am well aware that There have been several Board of Trustees meetings, and the convention was slated for a certain date, but has now been moved until the president is back. So what is the problem in that? So seriously, like I was saying before I was interrupted, the opposition in Nigeria must organize itself to a point where they will offer alternative to whatever policy the ruling government or party is giving. Not about getting angry, not about just slating and giving facts without figures, I mean, contorted facts, as it were. So I would have expected that the opposition will say, look, whatever this party is doing, this is what we will have done, given the same opportunity. That, for me, is opposition. Okay. Now, we are not saying that. All you see is the APC is this, the APC, he has claimed that the APC is corrupt, the APC has done this, and he has not been able to name one person that has been either caught as a corrupt person or charged to court. The only challenge the APC had was with the SGF, and he's no longer on his seat. And that issue will have been dispensed with if not for the unfortunate illness of the president. You remember that the Monday that the result will have been presented to the president was a Sunday. I mean, the Sunday before that Monday, he traveled. So when people just make issues because the APC is the opposition, the ruling party, you can sympathize with them. But we will have expected that these parties will do more than just come on TV and get angry and just slate the party, or the ruling party, without figures, without fact, without any preparation whatsoever, aside being angry.
Okay, we take another breather. But when we come back, more on the issues of opposition role in Nigeria. The question will be, when we're talking about opposition, what about the ruling party? Is the ruling APC in a slumber mode? We'll find out more about that.